Let me just say it. If email is not a part of your nonprofit's marketing strategy, you are leaving money on the table. And listen, I get it. You don't want to spam people and you don't want to annoy your supporters. But not emailing them is actually worse. Today, I'm breaking down how exactly you can use email as a fundraising tool for your nonprofit without feeling pushy, cringy, or like you're completely spamming your supporters. Hey, I'm Kelly, and welcome back to the Nonprofit Marketing Club, where every episode I cover nonprofit marketing strategies, tips, tricks that you can use to help grow your online presence, scale, impact. And today we are talking about a topic that I'm really excited about because I've seen so many nonprofits have debates over this, not really even implement email marketing into their marketing strategy. And I've just seen so many nonprofits leave money on the table because they're not using email marketing as effectively as they could. So if that sounds like something you'd like to learn about, keep on watching. First things first, let's talk about why email still wins. Here's the thing about email is that your email list, those people have opted in to hear from you. And unlike social media, where you are fighting for attention, you're fighting against the algorithm to try and reach people. Email lands right where people pay attention, their inbox. There's no memes, there's no distractions. Just a one-on-one conversation with someone who already has said they want to hear from you. And here's what the data tells us. Email is still the most effective marketing channel for nonprofits. In fact, 80% of nonprofit communicators say that email drives way more impact and is way more effective than social media. Why? Because it's trackable and it's targeted. And it consistently brings in donations, even though donor retention overall is starting to reduce. The bottom line, email isn't optional anymore. It's absolutely essential. Now let's talk about what I see all the time with nonprofits when it comes to email marketing. The number one common mistake that I see nonprofits make is that they email too rarely. You don't want to bug people, I get it. So you only email once a quarter, maybe. But when people don't hear from you, they forget about you. And when you finally do ask for those donations, it feels random, it feels out of the blue, it feels disconnected, and it doesn't land. You're not going to see as impact as you would if you were regularly communicating with your email audience. Leading into the second mistake that I often see nonprofits make, they only email when they are running a fundraising campaign. It can be radio silence for months, and then all of a sudden there's a whole bunch of emails from a nonprofit in my inbox asking me to donate. That is not a strategy. It's complete panic, and it's going to turn off your email subscribers. Plus, it doesn't build trust. The third common mistake that I often see is that nonprofits treat every single subscriber the same. Now, the thing is, not everyone on your list is the same. You've got first-time donors, major donors, long-term donors, volunteers, past staff, even just spectators that want to show their support but aren't necessarily donors yet. But what most nonprofits do is that they'll send one email to everyone, the same message, the same tone, and the same ask. And the result, the email feels generic. It doesn't land with the people that are receiving it, and you don't get the donations that you want. Instead, segment your list. Send different content to new donors as opposed to repeat givers. Customize your asks based on giving history or someone's interests. Even saying a simple thank you for giving last month before you launch into your next campaign or appeal can go such a long way. When people feel seen, they are more likely to stick around and then give again. Let's talk about monthly versus quarterly versus weekly emails. Which one works best? Monthly or quarterly newsletters are fine. But if you want traction, I'd really encourage you to send focused, intentional, and regular email updates to your supporters. Short, focused emails sent regularly work better. Weekly is great. Bi-weekly is great. Even just twice a month is better than once a quarter. I want you to think about it for a second. What would be more personal to you to receive an email from a nonprofit every couple of months that goes into great depth about what is happening on the ground in your projects, or short, sharp emails that are focused, that tell me the story behind your work, that are mission driven, and really remind me about why I support you, and receiving those on a weekly basis. I don't know about you, but I'd much rather receive the weekly short, crisp updates that remind me exactly why I give my hard-earned money towards your nonprofit, then every 6 months receive a really long kitchen sink email that I'm probably not going to read anyway because I don't have the time. This is my point. Let's talk about how regular emailing can help you fundraise. Emailing your database, emailing your subscribers isn't just a nice thing to do or an aspirational marketing goal. There are some key ways this can really help to support your fundraising. It keeps your mission top of mind, and it builds an emotional connection with your audience over time. It also goes such a long way in showing the ongoing impact of your work, as well as creates a natural rhythm of engagement. So when you do ask, it ends up feeling more like a conversation rather than a cold call or a cold email. Based on recent data as well, donors that give more than once a year are more likely to stick around. And email can play a really crucial role in building that donor retention. Okay, let's talk about how you can take action and start using email to really support your fundraising efforts. The first action step I want you to take is to segment your list before you send another email. Don't send the same email to everyone. Your list isn't one audience, it's many. New donors, lapsed donors, monthly givers, volunteers, general supporters. Each needs a slightly different message. Even simple segmentation like has donated in the last 12 months versus hasn't ever made a donation can drastically increase your open rates, clicks, and your conversions. My encouragement to you would be to start small. You don't have to go full on segmentation mode. You can start small, and a great way to do that is through a welcome sequence. A welcome sequence would be sent to any new donor that makes a donation that can take them behind the scenes, welcome them in as a supporter, show them the impact of the donation that they've just made, as well as help them get to know you as the organization better. It's a really great starting point to building that long-term relationship with your donor, to really also tackle donor retention so that donors are more likely to give in the future. The second action tip I want you to take, if you're not already doing this, is to send more emails, not less. One of the biggest email mistakes that I see is just not sending enough emails. Sending emails regularly, even short, sharp, focused emails, will help you stay top of mind and build trust and connection with your supporters. And that's what is key for turning casual supporters into long-term, lifelong givers. The research tells us donors that give more than once are 2 to 3 times more likely to give again in the following year. The third action step that I want you to take is to focus on feelings and not just the facts. You're not writing a report here. Your email should be a heartfelt story. Pick one moment, pick one life that was changed. Let your reader feel something. Let them see the tangible impact of their support. Now, not every email has to be emotional or an in-depth story. It can also be educational in some way. The point is tie in storytelling to really make your emails way more effective. Don't just communicate hard, solid, boring facts. The fourth action step is to make your ask clear and compelling. You don't have to hide the ask. You can make it obvious. Use bold buttons and strong verbs, and repeat your call to action at least twice. Instead of something like donate today, rather say give $20 to fund a week-long after-school tutoring program. Help people to see the impact of their donation. Now, not every email is going to include an ask or include some kind of call to action. And that's okay, but when you do use it, make sure it's powerful and effective and set up well and not hidden somewhere in your email. The fifth action step that I want you to take is to show measurable and tangible impact. Use your stories to share the impact of your work, to remind every single email subscriber exactly why they opted in to receive your emails in the first place. Remind them of the amazing work that you do, the impact that you're having in your community. People want to know what will happen if I give. What will the end result be? Will you use my donation well? Are you a good investment? We don't want to leave any doubt in our supporters' minds about that. A great example here is don't just tell me what is happening in your programs and share a very factual update, but really show me the impact of your work, the impact that my donation is having in your organization on the ground, by sharing stories, storytelling. Again, pick one focus, one core message, one story, and bring the impact alive through your emails. So before you hit send on your next email, I want you to try at least one of these 5 things. Maybe it's bolding your call to action. Maybe it's just having one compelling story instead of shoving everything and every update into your newsletter. Maybe it's segmenting your list. And if you try it, I want to hear about it. Leave me a comment below and let me know what you have tried with your email marketing. I will be in the comments cheering you on. And hey, if you found this episode helpful or useful in any way, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment, and definitely hit the subscribe button. We've got so much more great content coming that will help you market with strategy, clarity, and confidence. That's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you in the next one. Cheers.